ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
2 jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Watch WPIHL games. Read about the teams and athletes. Relive the big moments. Every season, the Trib Live High School Sports Network is your home for high school sports. No sign-ups, no fees, just sports.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
2 jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey there, hockey fans! You already know TenbandTV can stream live regional sports. But did you know you can also stream the best of the local music scene as well? Music from the 412 is live and streaming 24/7 on TenbandTV. Watch music videos, concerts, and original programming free from the comfort of your couch. Featuring the best of music and artists from Pittsburgh and Western PA. Tune in today.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that Penguins Cup playoff hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock, joined by Adam Hoerner for a special edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel, part of TenbandTV, simulcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and it's all presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. In the small town of Harrison City, they dream big, and last week what seemed like at best a pipe dream became reality for the Penn Trafford Warriors. In a quarter century of Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League play, only one other time has a team entered the Penguins Cup playoffs as the number 8 seed in the tournament and won a quarterfinal game. That changed when the Warriors knocked off the mighty South Fayette Lions, the reigning Pennsylvania Cup champions, in last week's Penguins Cup playoff action. The Warriors now enter the Penguins Cup semifinals here tonight at the Clearview Arena inside the RMU Island Sports Center in Neville Township to take on the number 4 seed, the 2022 1A champions of PIHL, the Norwin Knights. And Adam Hoerner, we know that a Westmoreland County team of some kind will be involved in the AA championship game when all is said and done. The math says so. What we don't know is, will these Warriors be the Cinderella that continues to break curfew, if you will, and make history?
Well, shades of the Canada McMillan team from 2010, an 8 seed that went all the way. And look, last week was all about the Funk, the freshman Funk, Tyler Funk, the goalie. If you would have told me he was a freshman going to the game, I would have thought he was a senior. He was so poised and so calm. His veteran backups helped keep him calm throughout the game, but this game is about him against a very experienced Franklin Regional attack.
It is, and Norwin, the Knights, are led by Alex Thomas. He is the
Norwin Knights attack. Sorry.
No problem. He is the all-time leading scorer in Knights history, a mark that he set earlier this season. He has over 100 career goals in PIHL varsity play and 17 career playoff points in postseason play in all for the Knights, and would love to rack up a second Penguins Cup title in 2 different classifications in 3 years. He's already racked up back-to-back scoring titles in 2 different classifications in 2 years, becoming the first PIHL player ever to accomplish that feat. 32 goals, 61 points, and beneath him, he's got some firepower as well.
He does, and by the way, 19 power play points for Thomas as well, but he does have some support. You mentioned it. You look at Dom Cirilli. He netted 16 this year, 37 points, 11 power play points for him. Dom Constantino, 10 goals and 30 points. And also, I like to talk about Aaron Varan. He had 14 points on the season, including all 6 of his goals, Matt, on the power play. Talk about maximizing your contributions. So Norwin's got some depth. The geography's fun to talk about here. Like we mentioned 2 Westmoreland County teams, but the bottom line is you got a young goalie against a very good attack in Norwin, and that's going to be the story for me tonight. Special teams will loom large, but was Funk's performance last week like a one-off, or did he bottle that up for tonight? We're going to see what happens here in a couple of minutes.
And if Robert Thatcher, the junior all-star, hadn't scored his first goal since November 14th into an empty net, which proved to be the game winner in that amazing victory over South Fayette, we might be whistling a very different tune and seeing a different opponent for the Knights in this game. But Thatcher gets credited for the game winner. Funk, you mentioned his big playoff debut, 31 total saves. And for Penn Trafford, their captain has to get going in the goal-scoring column as well. Bryce Krupczynski, the one thing South Fayette did do right defensively in last week's game, they held him to just 1 point. Krupczynski, a former player of the month, led Penn Trafford during the regular season with 35 of those. But the goal-scoring well has gone a bit dry in the last couple regular season games, spilling into the first playoff round.
Yeah, you're right. He was a little invisible offensively, and credit to South Fayette for doing so. Another player that jumped out at me for his performance last week was number 10, Kyler Duran, the junior. Keep an eye on him tonight for Penn Trafford. He impressed me a lot. He's not one of their scoring leaders, but I thought he was very good last week against South Fayette.
If there is an X factor for both teams, I'm looking at Marco Ferrazio, also for Penn Trafford. 7 points, 7 of his 13 total points, for that matter, in the regular season series against the Knights, but has 0 goals since January the 11th. He's another player, a key second banana that head coach Chris Cerruti has to figure out how to get going as well. And on the Norwin side, You mentioned Verratti. He had a goal in Norwin's come-from-behind quarterfinal win over Fox Chapel at Palmer Imaging Arena last week, a 5-2 victory by the Knights against their fellow Class AA newcomers. And Dom Costantino, alternate captain and excellent puck-moving defenseman, he had a 4-point game against the Foxes, and Norwin is another team that's capable of getting offense from its defense.
Yeah, they are. And we mentioned Verratti earlier, but yeah, it's a team that, look, there's a lot of seniors on this team, but also a lot of underclassmen. Both teams interesting balance in the lineup. The young guys getting a chance, but the veterans have done their job as well. And look, it's the semis. There's going to be a fight out of hockey here on the island, and I've been looking forward to this one since last week, so this will be a good one.
Penn Trafford and Norwin, they have met in fierce battles in football, in hoops, in just about any sport you can imagine. Occasionally hockey as well, given the unconventional classifications. That isn't always the case, but now for the first time in what seems like ever, at least in the PIHL era and the time we've been doing this, they get to meet in a hockey game that has actual, real, palpable stakes. A trip to the Penguins Cup final on the line here on the island, and it will be Tyler Funk, the aforementioned freshman sensation for the Penn Trafford Warriors, against the seasoned vet Owen Burmeister, who earned a Penguins Cup championship shutout as a sophomore and is expected to start for Norwin.
Yeah, he went trying to read my own writing here. 11-8-1 on the season, a 410 goals against and an 8.79 save percentage. Not bad, but not jump off the page good. So yeah, he will have a tall task tonight as well. A very red hot Penn Trafford team.
Take it away, Austin McLean.
All right, fans, make some noise. We introduce your teams. Introducing our away team, the number 8 seed in the Class AA division, the Penn Trafford Warriors. And now introducing your home team, the number 4 seed in the Class AA division, the Norwin Knights! Tonight's linesmen, Ian McLean and Cody Scrates. Tonight's referees, Eric Kamora and Jonah Hall. All right, fans, let's hear it for your 2024 PIHL Class AA semifinalists. And now to honor America and those who serve her. Please rise if you're able, move your hats, and direct your attention to the flags beside the scoreboard and above that corner entrance for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Your referees for Game 1 of Class AA Penguins Cup semifinal action here on the island. Komarek and Paul, your linesmen for Game 1. McLean and Scrate. Norwin, the designated home team in their whites. Penn Trafford, the designated away team in their greens. The same greens they wore in that 4-3 victory over state champion South Fayette. We're going to have 3 new champions in the Penguins Cup this season. We know that per last night's AAA results, as Peters Township, the 2-time champ in the top flight, was unseated by another team in green, Pine Richland.
Yeah, we knew that would be a good one for sure, no doubt, and it was.
Tomorrow, 1A, Thursday, the co-op semifinals, for which Adam and I will be here, but one foot in front of the other. Penn Trafford versus Norwin here in game number 1. The Knights going for their second Penguins Cup in 3 seasons. Penn Trafford, in over 30 years of Warrior hockey history, they have never reached a Penguins Cup championship game. That could change tonight. Captain against captain, Thomas against Krupczynski. A couple of players of the month going at it, and Thomas controls it for the Knights, who move the puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin this semifinal contest. Burmeister plays it behind his net for Parker Toth. Toth on the mend from an ACL surgery that he had last season. 5 points during the regular campaign as a sophomore, plays it deep into Penn Trafford ice. Warriors try to exit their zone, but providing some chaos deep in Penn Trafford territory for Norwin is Mason Homan, the freshman. Thomas on the attack for the Knights. Thomas right wing circle, shooting off the blocker hand of Funk and out of play.
Well, the Warriors just couldn't clear there. The Panthers unable to get the traffic down low though on that shot. Forced from the perimeter. Still a decent rip. Funk had to make a play on it.
Tyler Funk, 2 victories in his first PIHL regular season. The historic victory in last week's quarterfinals. 302 GAA, 892 save percentage in regular season play. One of 5 goaltenders to have dressed and played for Chris Cerruti, this varsity season. A rarity in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League.
And 2 backups dressed tonight, as there were last week. So yeah, it's definitely unorthodox for a team to get this deep with that kind of situation, but obviously Funk has risen to the challenge here.
Verratti and Toth trying to go D to D for Norwin. It comes up to Cade Zaravica, the junior. Through center is Costantino. Costantino on goal. The rebound is at the side of the net, and Funk gets over to make the save. The Warriors unable to clear the rebound all the way outside the zone. Kansas toward goal. It's still loose in front of Funk. To the corner, it's pushed to Dom Costantino. Try to center it for Joey Vecchio, the junior, but we get a whistle and a stoppage in play as Funk's net has become dislodged.
Well, Norwin carrying the ozone time here early. Penn Trafford having a hard time clearing, but 3 or 4 really good saves by Funk on that last sequence. The last one, he squared on the angle right into the chest protector, made it look easy, but it was a good shot in that last rebound attempt.
Dom Costantino, senior, alternate captain, defenseman, 4 points in the quarterfinals against Fox Chapel, 5 points in the season series against the Norwin Knights, against the Penn Trafford Warriors, I should say. Warriors have it along their own half wall. Knights aggressively playing this puck, and we get a whistle and a stoppage in play, and Penn Trafford will get our first power play of the 2A semifinals.
Ref signals cross-check, and the man guilty will be number 13 for Norwin. That is Zane Zaravica, the sophomore.
13 regular season points for the younger Zaravica, who returned to the Knights lineup in a big way with a goal in last week's playoff win. Penn Trafford won the special teams battle against South Fayette with a pair of huge power play goals. Bonson from the right circle, 1 goal save made. Rebound on the doorstep is cleared aside. Verratti not standing on ceremony as the net behind Burmeister is dislodged.
Duran was right there on the back door, just couldn't get the stick on it and knocked down into the crease, and that's why the net became dislodged. A good try by the Warriors right off the jump. So you mentioned that power play clicking off the face-off here already.
That power play ranked only 7th during the regular campaign at 22.4%. Norwin struggling on the penalty kill this season, just 8th of the 11 teams in 2A at 72.4%. Scoreless game early first period. From behind his own net, Cam Kisti, the all-star, starts the breakout for Penn Trafford on the man advantage. The dump in by Krupczynski. Drew Hall pinching, trying to drop it for Bonson. Bonson recovers at the edge of the right circle to the corner. They try to play it out in front to Hall. That pass misfired, and the Knights get it clear right through center. Funk plays it aside with 1:10 to go in the Penn Trafford PP. Krupczynski, the Warrior captain, in front of his own goaltender, left side. Kisti catches up to it and punches it across the Norwin blue line, but the Knights quickly send it right back. Near side, Bonson for Hall. Hall over the attacking line for Penn Trafford. Hall behind the Norwin net. Hall to the point for Krupczynski. Krupczynski near side for Garrett Rektorek. Rektorek waits, shoots. That went wide. Hall tries to settle down the rebound. Cade Zaravicka, the elder brother, trying to clear it. He can't, and a good save up high by Burmeister, hugging that just above that Norwin Knights logo.
Very good keep by Krupczynski. I wonder if you slow-mo that one. Maybe it just left the zone, but he gets the call, and a good rip and a heads-up save there by the Knights goaltender.
Burmeister, 862 lifetime save percentage, 879 against Penn Trafford in the season series. Both regular season games were high-scoring affairs. Both ended in shootouts. Penn Trafford 1-1 and Norwin 1-1. Rektorek to TJ Ferguson. Ferguson sends it around the boards. Burmeister is waiting, and he lets it go to Dylan Kansas, the senior blue liner. Final seconds of the Penn Trafford power play. Norwin getting the job done on special teams early in a scoreless game. Good keep of the point by Ferguson. The shot goes just wide as the penalty expires. Zane Zaravicka out of the sin bin as that puck deflects to the opposite corner. Ferraccio trying to play it out in front, gave it right away to Costantino, and Costantino, with help from Cade Zaravicka, gets it up to the point but not out. Good forecheck here by Penn Trafford at the end of the power play. As the Knights finally exhaust their zone, Burmeister has to play that puck as Cerruti wants to make a change on the fly. Outlet pass to Costantino. Costantino wheeling back, surveying the play as Thomas and that top unit have just come on for Norwin after the PK. Misplay to the corner, turnover to the Warriors. Aiden Girotos, the freshman, to the side of the net and played just wide. That put wide by Brock Bieneman, who had a big response goal for Penn Trafford to tie that quarterfinal game against South Fayette. Thomas taken down as play continues.
Could have been a hook. We'll have to watch the even-up call.
Cal Costantino down low. Thomas, side of the net. Oh! Homan, the freshman, would have had a yawning cage to shoot at, but the pass was not crisp.
Yeah, they had Funk beat, but they couldn't get the finish.
Counterattack by Penn Trafford. Rotos to the goal. Save made, and it caught a piece of the crossbar. The freshman, 6 goals in just 6 regular season games. Norwin on the counter. That goes wide of Funk's glove hand. Good snipe there by Cirilli. Business picking up a bit in this 2A semifinal. Still scoreless, 11:45 to go in the first. That puck hits Cirilli in front. Thomas under extreme duress, trying to turn around and fire it on goal as he's taken out of the play by Kisti.
That's twice he's been knocked down in this shift and no call. Knights are looking for one.
Krupczynski over the line by himself on goal, and a save made there by Burmeister, cutting down the angle.
I'll tell you what, Funk was sharp in the opening minutes. Burmeister has got your counterpunch right there. The 2 saves at the end of the power play, the slappers from opposite points, Matt, were good shots, hard shots on target through traffic. Burmeister had to be very sharp on that power play for the Warriors.
Burmeister, a 33-save victory against Fox Chapel in the quarterfinals. Cade Zaravicka on one hand playing this puck to the opposite corner for Norwin, inside Penn Trafford ice. From the point, it's fired on goal. Funk makes the save on the distant try there from Verratti. Verratti playing this puck defensively now for the Knights. To his defensive partner, Parker Toff. Up to center it comes, intended for Costantino, picked off by Krupczynski. Krupczynski right circle, looking for Duran. Krupczynski out in front. That was knocked aside, I believe, by Burmeister. Good steal by Duran just inside the blue line. Duran putting it behind the net. Hall anticipating for the Warriors to Krupczynski. Krupczynski. Costantino off a Penn Trafford forechecker. Costantino taking charge for Norwin. Up over the red line. Into the attacking zone. Costantino to the goal. He shoots. Toe save. Tyler Funk.
Had all the moves. Funk gets the skate out.
Funk's best save thus far, and it keeps us scoreless with 10:20 to go in the opening frame. Warriors pressing the issue. Draw pass. Shot by Thatcher is denied by Burmeister. Both goaltenders, to Adams' point, looking dialed in early on. Burmeister again with the glove.
Almost 7 minutes gone in the opening period. I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a boring, feel-it-out semifinal kind of game. You mentioned, though, 2 shootouts this year. I think they know each other well enough. They're just going to play some hockey, and it's been a good opening period here at the RMU Island Sports Center.
Bonson from the high slot. That's knocked and stays just inside play. Thought it was going to go into the protective netting for a moment. That turned out not to be the case. Norwin clears it. It will not be icing, per the near linesman. Bonson chasing defensively to the corner as he's hounded by Zane Zaravica. Back to center it comes to Singleton. Singleton also scored for Norwin in last week's playoff win. Thatcher now for Penn Trafford around the boards. Thomas cuts it off in front of the Warriors bench. Thomas looking for a path to the attacking zone. He's got one. He fires from 60 feet, and it's held by Tyler Funk.
Well, you just watch Thomas play. I mean, just the way he skates, never mind the stick handling, you can tell. You can easily see why he's leading his team in scoring. And you mentioned the boot, 2 scoring titles back-to-back here, so definitely fun to watch.
104 goals career, 196 points career in 4 years of Norwin Knights varsity hockey. To the corner it goes for Bonson. To the point they try to work it up to Toth. Costantino involved, but the Warriors get a clear. Penn Trafford winning that puck battle, so Verratti has to go behind his own net and send it off the far boards. Up to center it comes, off the stick of Bonson. Giving chase for Norwin was Homan. Costantino trailing the play. Penn Trafford settles it down. Kropczynski and the Warriors up ahead 3-on-2. Kropczynski trying to connect with Hall. That puck goes to the corner. Hall drop pass to Kisty. Kisty snapshot save Burmeister.
This top line of Penn Trafford is buzzing. Duran, Kropczynski, and Hall. On the power play, they were buzzing, and they've continued that since then. As good as the Knights' top line has been, the Warriors looking just as sharp, Matt. Lots of good scoring chances. And both goalies hope they ate their Wheaties this morning because they're going to need it. This is going to be a long night for these two.
Kropczynski, for all his goals and all his prowess and all that scoring in the season series, only had 1 goal in regulation time anyway for Penn Trafford in the season series this year, so he's eager to get another crack at these guys, you got to figure.
Yeah.
Up to center. And played back into Norwin territory. Thomas defensively for Cade Zaravica. And Vecchio taps it just beyond his own blue line. Up to Thomas it comes. Thomas sends it behind the Penn Trafford goal as we hit the midpoint of the first period with no score. Vecchio with a steal. Shot. Score! Cade Zaravica nuzzles that nylon for the Knights at the exact midpoint of period 1. It's 1-0 to Norwin, and these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Well, we saw that fish before when Crystal Tay gave it to Connor McDavid just the other day. That was literally the same thing. Ill-advised cross-ice pass in your own zone. You can't do that against a team as skilled as the Knights, who scored 92 goals, 4th in the class in the regular season, and they made them pay midway through period 1.
So now both Zaravicas are in the goal column in Penguins Cup playoff competition. Norwin 1, Penn Trafford 0. The favorites, as they did a week ago against Penn Trafford, draw first blood. Again, the resilience of the Warriors tested in playoff action here as Kisty fires. That's off the body of Singleton. Kisty behind the Knights' goal. Near side it comes, Bonson waiting. Bonson playing that puck in haste beyond the reach of Cade Zaravica, the goal scorer. Around the boards for Vecchio. Vecchio unable to get it out. Bouncing puck just eluded Burmeister and went through the crease for that matter. Delayed high stick call is washed out by the corner official. Around the boards it comes for Hall. Good response here on the forecheck by Penn Trafford, but here comes Norwin on the counter. Singleton just wide of goal. Thomas overskating. Kropczynski up to center for Penn Trafford. That pass across 2 lines. Too heavy for Hall. Singleton defensively for Norwin. For Costantino. Costantino for Zane Zaravica. Zaravica by his lonesome. Just wants to get that puck deep. Tyler Funk will play it. Hurrying it along for Penn Trafford is Garrett Rektoric, the senior defenseman. He gains the red line and sends it into Norwin territory. Preston Stoner off his own boards. Good hustle there by Gavin Patterson, who had that huge power play goal to give the Warriors a lead against South Fayette that they did not relinquish. Right at the end of a major power play for Penn Trafford at the time. Only 2 goals for Gavin Patterson this year. They both came against the Lions. Patterson toward goal, and Burmeister covers. Visit the shop at TenbandTV and check out all the great deals available now from our associate partners, including best-selling electronics from Amazon and discounted first visits to the Massage Envy outlet nearest you. Every purchase you make through the TenbandTV shop supports our Penguins Cup playoff coverage and other content on TenbandTV. As always, thanks for watching and for shopping on tenband.tv/shop.
The Knights change lines. Warriors will not before the face-off.
And Norwin controls the draw, but puts it off the glove of Thatcher. Thatcher to the corner. Thatcher gave it away to one of the Knights. That's Homan. Homan trying to go near side of Cirilli. That pass picked off.
Hand pass.
It is indeed, and so we get a stoppage in play with 6:36 to go in the first period. Norwin with a 1-0 lead on a goal midway through the stanza by Cade Zaravica.
Well, one of the keys to the Warriors in their win against South Fayette was the ability to respond quickly to what South Fayette was able to do offensively. Let's see if the Warriors can do so here, almost 2 minutes since the goal by the Knights.
Cade with 1 regular season goal, and now with 1 Penguins Cup playoff goal. Cal Costantino had a little trouble playing that puck, but Thomas eventually kicks it up to Homan. A slick play there. Homan, the freshman, ridden into the glass by Ferguson. Near corner it comes. Thomas on the half wall, trying to get it to the corner to Cirilli. Homan with his back to the play finds Cirilli, the alternate captain. Out in front it comes. Thomas unable to locate the bouncing biscuit. Verratti shoved off the puck by Ferguson at center ice. Near side it comes to Cirilli. Cirilli toward goal. Funk will leave nothing to chance.
Loving that down. Funk not rattled by the goal. Made a couple of decent saves since then. And if you're Penn Trafford, you just want that one back, man. You can't shoot yourself, and they absolutely did with just that bad cross-ice pass, and the Knights make them pay. That's where we sit right now with under 6 minutes to go.
Face off to Funk's right, and ultimately controlled by Norwin, but Penn Trafford fighting for possession, forces the puck back to center. Dom Costantino reaching for it. Warriors are going to get to it first. Bonson defensively. Cross ice to Kisty. Kisty up ahead now to Drodos. Drodos to the corner. Drodos trying to go back to the point for Bonson. Good active stick there by Cade Zaravica. What a first period he's having here in the Penguins Cup semifinals. Delayed penalty coming up, and it's going to go against the Knights again.
Well, the Warriors go back to work with the power play, and now the Warriors, if you're paying attention out there, they have skirted the edge of the rules a couple of times and gotten away with it this period so far. The Knights have, unfortunately for them, gotten there with their caught with their hand in the cookie jar now twice, giving the Warriors a chance to even this up with still 5:18 to go in the first.
And to your point, I think Penn Trafford needs to get while the getting's good on the power play, because the way the flow of a hockey game goes, the next call's probably going Norwin's way. They're going to get the makeup call. At least you feel like that's the way it's going.
Well, again, especially the couple of the ones they let go felt they were penalties, so you feel it's really got to be coming.
To the near corner it comes. Penn Trafford on their second power play. Over 1 thus far as Bonson fires into the stomach of Burmeister.
That was a harder save than maybe it looked. He was going down, puck was coming up, but he did a good job to keep his eye on it and squeeze it down, kind of clamp down on the puck. Keeps it 1-0.
Burmeister, as we said, lots of Penguin Cup playoff experience and lots of varsity hockey too. Bonson, cross ice, snapshot. Kropczynski just missed. Burmeister again, not afraid to cut down the angle as that puck lances off the side of the net. Knights trying to clear again, still unable to do so. Kisty at center point for Bonson. Bonson toward goal, shooting. That went off a leg in front. I think it might have hit his own man, Hall.
I was going to say, I thought it did too.
Kisty from the high slot area for Bonson. Bonson toward goal. Burmeister interrupting the play to knock it out of play.
And Durant tried to redirect that, but Burmeister able to get in there as well and deflect it out of play. Still 1:17 to go in the Warriors power play. Good zone time for them so far in this man advantage. No goals to show for it though.
1:15 left as Duran has it behind the net. Norwin leading 1-0. Krupczynski, far boards, left circle, on goal. Burmeister is there again.
Burmeister just looking very sharp on these two Warrior power plays. He's had to be. I appreciate the music choice right now.
And Norwin's been under pressure in this first period. 14 shots on goal in this period by the Warriors. 10 by the Knights thus far in the meantime. Midway through the second Penn Trafford power play. And a misplay by Rektoric is a break for Norwin as Rektoric under pressure from Zane Zaravica gets it back to center red. Warriors reset their power play with TJ Ferguson. Ferguson with a little sneaky pass to Ferracio, who was driving the net but couldn't handle it. Under 4 to go in the period, and diving after it was Ferguson. Fortunately, he was backed up by Rektoric, or that could have been a shorthanded chance. Verratti hit as he was playing that puck. Warriors have it. Under half a minute to go in the power play. Blank trying to break loose. Puts it on goal, and Burmeister there at the top of the crease again with a save. Ferracio. That caught off the stick of Toth, the defenseman. Norwin gets to clear, and that should do it. Norwin going to go 2 for 2 on the PK, and that's a big one to preserve the 1-0 lead. Warriors right back on the attack. Drodos over the line. Fires into the glove hand. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Owen Burmeister, the PIHL All-Star.
Great snag by Burmeister. You know, that Penn Trafford's had a couple of goals, that the shots that were going in, and Burmeister just very sharp in this first period. It's not for lack of chances on the Warriors' part, I can tell you that.
A pretty solid power play from a tactical standpoint by Penn Trafford.
Great forecheck, good cycle, just couldn't get anything in.
Unable to make the bottom line move. Norwin gets another clear as the teams are back to 5 aside. From his own blue line, the freshman Roman Catello playing it for Penn Trafford. Norwin going D to D and setting it up ahead for Homan, the varsity newcomer. Homan knocked in at the Penn Trafford bench as Bonson goes to play that puck in the corner. Cal Costantino to the boards for Thomas. Thomas down low for Cirilli. Cirilli looking for Thomas out in front, couldn't redirect it on goal. Thomas double team but fires it on goal anyway.
Funk had no stick and he makes the save.
Oh, that would have brought one half of the house down anyway if Thomas had scored on that play. Icing on Penn Trafford.
2:24 to go in the first. Of course, this just game 1 of our doubleheader. About a 9 p.m. face-off, we will have Thomas Jefferson, and then we will see the Franklin Regional Panthers. That's why I got myself crossed up earlier. And also the blue-white gold colors for Norwin didn't help me either earlier. But that aside, a good one coming up later for you in our nightcap.
A rematch of the 2022 championship game, for that matter, TJ and Franklin. And I've heard through the grapevine this house, the Clearview Arena on Neville Island, will be packed. A lot of TJ fans, I'm hearing, going to make the trip for that one. We hope to see some Panther fans in the house as well for our 9 p.m. affair. Out in front it comes off a Franklin Regional skate near side. Cade Zaravica behind his own goal. Final 2 of the first period. Norwin leaning 1-0 as it comes into the Knights bench. Face-off will come. Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
You're good. You're good.
Face-off will come to Burmeister's right. Krupczynski against Costantino. Krupczynski wins it, save. Burmeister, the rebound, methodically cleared by Norwin. Cade Zaravica up ahead, a little too heavy for Dom Costantino, and it'll be covered at the other end by Funk.
One thing that you like to see from Penn Trafford, and again, you're the 8th seed. How many 8 seeds do we see that just they look like they're the bottom of the bracket? Penn Trafford playing with so much confidence, and that matters so much. It sounds like a silly thing. You should be able to play. You should play with confidence, but it matters that when you're playing a team as talented as Norwin, The Warriors not backing down a goal. They do not look deflated at all.
When you've got a team that has literally nothing to lose against a team that has a little bit more to lose as the higher seed, that's when peculiar things can happen, and there's still a lot of time left in this game as that puck deflects off Hall out of play.
Yeah, try and get the deflection off the shot from the point from Kisti, but Burmeister again might have gotten a piece of that as well to force it into the mesh. 94 seconds left in the opening stanza.
An ironic scoreline considering it's been such a high event first period. A combined 28 shots on goal unofficially by both these teams. Ferguson around the boards. Verratti defensively for Norwin. Two-line pass intended for Zane Zaravicka. Zaravicka giving chase. Bonson, a nice job cutting him off and allowing Funk to cover. Thomas going to go against Jack Blank, the senior, in the face-off circle. Blank ties him up. To the corner it goes. Knights control the draw, but they give it away to Thatcher. Thatcher late in the first period, off his own bench, trying to play it to himself. Blank.
Saw what he was doing there, it didn't work.
Blank eventually gets the puck deep for Penn Trafford. Norwin plays it just beyond its own blue line.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Kisti, hits the brakes and sends it into the Knights zone. Off a couple of skates it goes, bouncing around in front, not cleared. Kisti snapshot wide of goal. Rebound side of the net, Blank trying to go at the other side to Thatcher, nothing doing. Good pressure laid here by Penn Trafford looking for an equalizer. Thomas defensively for Toth. Toth up to center. Toth for Verratti in the final half minute of first period play. Norwin trying to get organized and complete its final line change, presumably of period one. 20 seconds remaining. Kisti behind his own goal. Showing some patience as he goes up to Bonson. Near side for Ferguson, 10 seconds to go. Ferguson on goal. Oh, Burmeister has no idea where the puck is. It's behind him, it's not covered. The Warriors try to play it out in front for Thatcher. My goodness. As the buzzer sounds, some drama deep in the Norwin zone as one of the Knights got plowed just as the buzzer sounded.
The puck just sitting there. Burmeister he thought he had it covered, he did not. The Warriors are unable to get a shot towards the cage to get the equalizer as the period expires.
With the Norwin Knights leading the Penn Trafford Warriors 1-0, and with Adam Hoerner, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel and Trib Live High School Sports Network, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented heads-up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
Two jumbo.
First period shots on goal, 19 for the Penn Trafford Warriors, 10 for the Norwin Knights, where it counts. Knights 1, Warriors nothing on an even strength goal by Cade Zaravicka, the junior forward of Norwin, his first goal of the 2024 postseason. And the teams have switched sides and second period action is underway. Matt Popchock with Adam Hoerner for PIHL Hockey Night Live, Class AA Penguins Cup Semifinal Edition. on PIHL channel, part of TenbandTV's simulcast tonight on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and all presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. Costantino, Dom Costantino in the corner, playing this for the Knights on the forecheck. 50-50 battle rages on early in second period action, won by Penn Trafford, and the Warriors have numbers. Coming the other way, Kyler Duran, cross ice for Hall. Hall! He shoots! He scores! Criss Cross applesauce, and Penn Trafford ties it with an early goal.
Beautiful play. They got the numbers. You said it, just a textbook 2-on-1. They got Burmeister leaning, and Hall just little touch over the left pad, and it's 1-1.
Duran with a key assist in last week's historic quarterfinal win for Penn Trafford over South Fayette, and a big helper on this one to set up Drew Hall for his first Penguins Cup playoff goal this season after scoring 4 as a defenseman in the regular campaign, and we've got a 1-1 game with just 50 seconds off the second period clock.
Norwin goal, his first for play.
Thomas from the red line sends it into Penn Trafford ice. Funk from behind his own net, leaves it for Kisty.
Assisted by number 10, Kyler Norwin.
Kisty for
The Warriors goal.
Bonson. Up to center it comes. It's cut off there by Kansas and sent deep by Norwin.
From Norwin at 16-12.
And the Warriors unable to clear again. It's turned over to Thomas, and Thomas unable to fire that puck on goal before he's taken off it. Marco Ferraccio coming the other way for Penn Trafford. He fires wide of the stick side of Burmeister. Lead pass for Joey Vecchio. Vecchio unable to handle it, and this could be and will be icing on the Knights.
Thomas wondering where the penalty was. He was tied up with Kisty in front of Duran behind the play. I did not see how the contact initiated, so I can't say whether it was innocent or not. But either way, the Knights still looking for their first call of the night here in a 1-1 hockey game.
Face off 2-0 in Burmeister's left, won by the Warriors. To the corner it bounces. Thomas had 1 goal for Norwin, an empty netter in last week's quarterfinal victory. His 12th career Penguins Cup playoff goal. Burmeister a glove save. Thomas, a 13-game point streak coming in. Playoffs and regular season combined. Kisty through a crowd, and that was under the glove of Burmeister. Bouncing puck is settled down by Colin Shakatch. Near side it comes to Dom Costantino. And a hard hit by Shakatch on one of the Warriors near side. That's Patterson got the worst of that one, and a penalty coming up now against Penn Trafford. And what did we tell you? This one goes Norwin's way.
He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
You felt like it was coming, for sure. For sure. So now the Knights go to work. The man advantage first time tonight.
And it is Patterson who will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Norwin, second best power play in Class 2A during the regular season, 33.8%. They were sizzling. And a lot of it has to do with a face-off man right there, All-Star Alex Thomas. Norwin on the power play in a 1-1 game. Dom Costantino for Dom Cirilli to Costantino. Costantino through a crowd. Bouncing puck. Good save there by Funk. And the Warriors clear it. Short-handed chance for Ferraccio. Ferraccio trying to weave it through the legs of Dom Costantino. That wouldn't work. Norwin with a quick counter here as Cirilli crosses the line with Verratti. Thomas creating space for the Knights power play. Thomas near side to Costantino. Costantino cross ice. Cirilli accepts the pass to Thomas at center point. Thomas for Dom Costantino. Costantino cross ice again. A lot of east-west. Knights need a little more north-south here with 1:10 to go in their power play. Costantino trying to play it to Thomas, and a misplay right to Ferraccio. Ferraccio with Drotos shorthanded. Ferraccio just casually sends it into the attacking zone and comes off here at the end of his penalty-killing shift.
Yeah, he had a very busy shift. He needed to get off there.
Thomas across the line, midway through the Knights power play, their first of the night. For Dom Costantino, giveaway nearly to Drotos. That puck finds Thomas. Thomas through a crowd. Good save, Funk. The rebound is snapped wide of goal by Cirilli. Costantino anticipates the rebound for Thomas. Thomas, cross ice for Cirilli. 35 to go in the power play. That shot is blocked. Both players reaching for it with a glove on the doorstep. It's smashed in. Oh, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Joey Vecchio gives the Knights the lead.
I love the Selly. Vecchio, a 2-point night, has set up the first goal for Norwin. This one comes on the power play, and the Knights are back on top.
I love the Selly. I love the goal even more. It was a very workmanlike goal by the Norwin power play. Just pounce on a rebound, tap it in.
Well, that's what it was going to take, because if you watch the way Penn Trafford, their kill was very tight. They were stacked, even in a box format, they were staying tight in the slot, not letting and making it come to the perimeter. But you said it, they got a rebound and they pounced, and they make it count for a 2-1 lead.
The Knights get punched, but they counter-punch on special teams. Under 13 to go in period 2. Norwin 2, Penn Trafford 1. Class 2A Penguins Cup semifinals. Warriors on the counter, looking for a quick response here. Turnaround try by Duran. It's out in front. Krupczynski turning around, teeing it up and shooting over the head of Burmeister. That puck hits something on its way toward goal. Kisti unable to get it deep for Penn Trafford as Zane Zaravica sends it to the stick of Tyler Funk, the Penn Trafford netminder.
Norwin goal, his first in the playoffs. Score by number 80.
Duran from his own boards. Unable to clear, but gets some help from his captain, Krupczynski. Krupczynski with speed over the blue line. Krupczynski on his backhand. Good poke check there by Singleton. Singleton off the glass. Cirilli, who just got credit for the second assist on that power play tally, sends this puck, tries to send this puck outside the zone, but the Warriors get it deep. Patterson, fresh after taking the proverbial skate of shame on here for Chris Cerruti, as Norwin plays it to Patterson at the point inadvertently. Good forecheck here by Penn Trafford. Snapshot went off the stick of Cirilli. Good effort there by Rektoric as the Warriors keep the play alive deep in Norwin ice. Out in front it comes, still loose. And the Knights recover, and here's Cirilli at center ice. Cirilli across the attacking line, one-on-one with Patterson. Fakes, pumps, shoots weakly off the stick of Tyler Funk. Hall off his own man, Krupczynski, but it bounces conveniently back to center. Warriors get a little bit of breathing room as they play this puck right at their own blue line. Outlet pass for Krupczynski. He lets it go to the corner. Penn Trafford changing on the go. And from center, it's Ferguson to the corner. Singleton defensively. Almost got run into by Blank from behind. Loose puck in front. Cirilli unable to clear. Thatcher crashing the party. Thomas, the Norwin captain, exits the zone. Ferguson gets it as far as the Norwin blue line. Knights have it, and they have numbers across the Penn Trafford blue line. Good fake maneuver there by Thomas, but he couldn't get a shot on net. Thomas holding onto that puck just a hair too long, perhaps, as Penn Trafford clears it back to neutral ice. Verratti bounces it wide of Tyler Funk, who settles it down. Norwin making a change behind the play as Penn Trafford works it off their own bench and right to the stick of Toth, the defenseman for Norwin. Collision there right between the benches involving Bonson and one of the Knights as Norwin gets that puck deep. Kisti weaving his way through center for Penn Trafford. Kisti, the all-star defenseman, from the goal line out in front and unable to settle down the pass was Ferguson. That shot denied by Burmeister. Might have caught a piece of the post as well on the deflection.
Kisti with a bullet of a shot in that turnaround. The pass didn't work. He tried a shot, and that nearly did.
Toth gets it just outside the area. Drotos and Penn Trafford recover at center red. Warriors complete their line change and get this puck deep. Burmeister settling it down for his defenseman Verratti. Bad giveaway there, but unable to settle the puck down was Ferraccio. Patterson over the attacking line. Patterson snaps it on Burmeister. Couldn't control the rebound. Knights whiff on the clearing attempt. Penn Trafford trying to play it out in front for Drotos, but unable to do so. Down low it comes for Patterson. Patterson in front of goal. And that attempt by Drotos misfired.
Nice little sneaky centering feed by Patterson.
Behind the net it comes. Ferraccio getting involved in the play one more time, trying to wrap around, but Burmeister was wise to it. Norwin finally able to clear as it glances off Patterson's hip. Dom Costantino with a chance. Costantino over the shoulder of Tyler Funk.
He may have sticked that one aside. I think he got a piece of it.
Stoppage in play with 8:46 to go in period 2. Norwin 2, Penn Trafford 1. The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the 23-24 season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel. Scan the QR code on your screen throughout tonight's coverage for the latest, greatest deals on everything Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski for their continued support of TenbandTV.
Norwin getting called for too many men. The puck came to the bench, hit a skate, and the refs had a long talk with the Norwin bench. Hey, listen, you got to send somebody because that puck hit your guys. He came off, and you had too many. And indeed, the Warriors will go back to work with their third chance of the night. Chance to tie it up almost halfway through the hockey game.
The Knights get a face-off win and a clear vis-a-vis Dillon, Kansas. Cal Costantino, the freshman, to serve the penalty on Norwin head coach Mike Robinson. Robinson in his 4th season in charge defeated his alma mater McDowell 2 years ago to win the program's first ever Penguins Cup championship when the Knights were a member of Class 1A at the time. Kisty around Cirilli. Kisty with room to work with. Kisty, side of the net. Oh, that was misfired by Bonson. Everything there but the execution as the Knights are going to be able to get it out of danger, and here comes Cirilli shorthanded for Norwin. Cirilli top of the circle. Oh, Funk got a piece with the blocker. 1:10 to go in this third Penn Trafford power play. Warriors down by a goal. Near side Duran. Duran, who set up the equalizer at the beginning of period 2, goes to Bonson. Centering pass for Duran, that misfired. To center point for Kisty. Kisty through a crowd. No goal!
Oh!
That hit off the post and bounced right out. Officials immediately waving it off. And here come the Knights again shorthanded. Cirilli driving the net. He's got Thomas. Thomas to Cirilli. He fired it wide.
Hit the side of the net there on the 2-on-1 shorthanded break.
Cirilli looked like he just ran out of real estate. I'm surprised, frankly, that Thomas didn't shoot that himself. Turnaround clear. In one motion, Dom Costantino gets it deep. Final 20 of this Penn Trafford power play, which has been adventurous, in a word. Centering pass for Hall, who was tied up. Nothing called. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Warriors have it near side for Krupczynski. Krupczynski for Patterson. Patterson down low. That pass errant, intended for Rektorek. Norwin 3 for 3 now on the penalty kill as Cal Costantino comes out of the sin bin and Burmeister makes a save at the far post. Norwin continuing to control the special teams battle. Great move by Krupczynski. Krupczynski shoots. Burmeister the save. Verratti the clear.
Literally on the blue line, kept it in the zone. Great work by Krupczynski.
Great forecheck by Penn Trafford, but still nothing to show for it. It's worked up to Patterson. Patterson toward goal. That went off a sea of skates. It's still loose and put wide by Thatcher.
Business picking up for this Warriors forecheck.
Rektorek around the boards. Controlled now by Jack Blank for Patterson. Patterson trying to get a deflection in front. That was not to be. As the Knights finally clear the zone, and they'll take that icing call with exactly 6 minutes till the ice cut.
That's a good ice right there. 6 minutes left, as you said. The Warriors forecheck tonight, it's been skillsy at times, it's been brutal at times, it's been ugly at times, but their commitment to just keeping pucks in the zone, body, stick, skate, whatever it takes. And it's one of the reasons why they're in this game but still down a goal. Unfortunately for them, the Knights have been very opportunistic with limited shots they've been able to muster in this hockey game. The Warriors with the volume, but unable to equalize it to this point.
Brock Bieneman to the corner for Ferraccio. Given away out in front to Thomas. And after picking off that centering pass, Thomas outlets for Cirilli. Cirilli over the attacking line. Slapper, Funk the save, and a loud one at that. Ferguson off his own boards. Kansas. Down low for Patterson. Patterson takes over for Penn Trafford. And this puck will be Murphy dumped off the Penn Trafford bench and shot from distance. That 50-footer is held by Burmeister off the tape of Ferguson.
Love the Murphy dump reference. If you know, you know. 5.5 to go in period 2. Been a good game so far. You feel like on one end you think the Warriors are close, but the Knights do not look rattled at all. I mean, they've seen a lot of rubber come the way of their goaltender. They do not look phased. They're up in this game, and they're just gonna keep staving it off, it looks like.
Bouncing puck on Burmeister, he makes that save. 27 and counting unofficially for Burmeister, but the Warriors equalize! Thank you, sir, may I have another? It's Hall, it's 2-2.
I spoke too soon.
We both did.
Off that one. Hall equalizing it. 5:19 on the clock. 2 goals on the night for Drew Hall.
Chris Cerruti, 6th-year coach of this Warriors squad. Once upon a time, he himself the leading scorer in Warriors history and leading this underdog bunch that is very much playing and embracing that underdog role again.
Sneaky good backhander from the right hash.
Just too much sustained pressure from Penn Trafford. Unsurprising that a goal eventually came their way. And a penalty coming up on the Knights.
You can't do that, Matt. You don't do that. Never, never.
The Knights running out of feet to shoot themselves in as this second period ticks away. 5:04 remaining, and this time the other Costantino, Dom Costantino, will sit down.
That's Hall's second of playoffs and second of the game from Norwin at 5:19.
And it's Doran again with the assist, so 2 helpers for him on both of Hall's goals.
The Norwin penalty assess number 16.
And buckle up, baby, because we got a Warrior power play as they're riding high.
Time of the Knights penalty, 5:04.
And the more chances you give them, the more likely that group's going to strike. They scored twice in that upset of South Fayette. Another one here would be quite massive for obvious reasons. Cross-ice pass intended for Bonson. That was a good break up there by Toth, getting the stick active in front of his goaltender. Knights get a clear. Verratti playing very well in front of his own goaltender tonight. Sends it nearly the length of the rink.
Burmeister having a hard time with some of those loose pucks in the crease tonight. That's another one that got away from him, and luckily for him, his defenders bailed him out.
Kisty across the blue line for the Penn Trafford power play. 1:20 remaining in their 4th chance as Kisty muscles a man off the puck. That man was Toth. Kisty being worked over by Verratti now as the Warriors cycle it. That save was made by Burmeister. Norwin gets the loose puck and flips it through center.
Kisty took on 2 Knights to keep that puck in the corner and create the scoring chance. Again, that forecheck of Penn Trafford just utterly relentless.
Midway through the power play, Kropczynski circling the wagons in his own zone. Now he comes through center ice. Drifting to his left. Kropczynski hits the brakes. Kropczynski to the point for Rektorek. Rektorek through a crowd. That skipped wide of Burmeister. Thatcher has the rebound for the Warriors. 40 to go in the power play. To the point for Rektorek. For Thatcher. Thatcher shooting. Deflected wide. Save at the side of that. No, it's in! Oh my, Aiden Drodos just passed a camel through the eye of a needle. And finally the Warriors break through on special teams, and it's the freshman with his first playoff goal, and Penn Trafford with its first lead of the semifinals.
Well, nice little finish from in tight along the goal line. I mean, it almost looked like there was a shot there, but somehow the lefty found a way to beat the goalie on the blocker side, or sorry, glove side. And you said a PT on top. Well, we said the relentless forecheck, but Norwin was staving it off. The Warriors are broken the dam, and they lead by a goal.
8 points in just 6 regular season games by Drodos, who played mostly travel hockey in 2023-2024, but there for the Warriors when it counts, and now he has his first career Penguins Cup playoff goal to give the Warriors a 3-2 lead late in the second period of these Class 2A Penguins Cup semifinals. So both power plays have struck in period 2. And to the corner it'll come for Drodos, the goal scorer for Patterson now. Patterson off of Norwin's skate. Side of the net, Burmeister unable to cover. It's loose on the goal line. It didn't cross. And now the Warriors have scored! Patterson! Penn Trafford with 3 unanswered.
Well, Burmeister was caught out, down on his butt, no stick. And I'll tell you what, the shot from Patterson was true. It was a long shot from the high slot. There were defenders in there, but he found the seam. And the Warriors, a huge goal, the biggest lead of the night for either side with 2:50 left to go until the ice cut.
What are you putting in the water in Harrison City, Chris? I'd like to know. These Warriors, who entered the Penguins Cup playoffs as an 8th seed, are on to something, and then some, as they lead the 4th-seeded Knights 4-2.
Well, they're feeling it right now, too. The way the forecheck has been, and now the reward's finally coming, look out.
Patterson had the critical go-ahead goal against South Fayette, and he has a big extender for the Warriors here in the semis as Burmeister makes a save on his doorstep, and it's tapped in again! Duran! And the Penn Trafford Warriors are hungry like the wolf for that first Penguins Cup final berth. It's 5-2. What an outburst by the underdogs.
And again, the forecheck, get the puck towards the net, bodies low, and Doran able to tuck it past Burmeister as he kind of gave shades of Vecchio Selly earlier in front of the Norwin faithful to make it 5-2.
4 unanswered goals in period 2 by these intrepid Penn Trafford Warriors. And it's played back to center by Thomas. If you haven't caught your breath yet, join the club. And you got to give the Warriors credit. They changed nothing from that first period. They just kept sawing wood and trusted that the tree would eventually come down, and sure enough it has in a big way as this puck is played off the rafters by Drotos, who really started this whole thing with that power play goal from an impossible angle.
And all effort, just the effort of that forecheck. It hasn't been pretty, but they just stuck to it, like you said. And now they lead by 3.
So Duran has a 3-point game. 4 in all in these Penguins Cup playoffs. A minute 40 to go to the ice cut here. Penn Trafford suddenly, they were down 2-1. Now they lead 5-2. Don't adjust your set, folks. It is real, and these Penn Trafford Warriors are for real. Costantino across the line, off a Penn Trafford skate. Patterson in the corner. Duran up to center for Hall. And it's played at center by Zane Zaravica for Chekech. Patterson defensively behind his own goal as we approach the final minute of second period play. Giving chase defensively, Stoner for Norwin.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Hall cuts it off for Penn Trafford. The Warriors just absolutely overwhelming Norwin, and all-star goaltender Owen Burmeister with their forecheck, relentless with a capital R in this middle frame. Thomas under extreme pressure through center. Thomas trying to strap the Knights to his back and give him a lifeline late in the period here. He's knocked off the puck by Kisti. Stoner from right point for Thomas. Thomas trying to stick handle in a phone booth. Down low it comes. Backhand drive. Vecchio just wide.
That would have been a big one.
Stoner off a body, and Vecchio had the only Norwin goal of this period. 15 to go. Stoner to the corner as Cade Zaravica, the other Norwin goal getter tonight, is tied up, and we're going to get a penalty here with 9.2 ticks to talk.
That's Kisti. The alternate captain will sit for 2. He's arguing it, but he will go. And look, you're up 3. You get chippy at all. You're probably going to take one. Warriors got to be smart there, Matt, especially in their own zone late in the period. You don't want to do that. So will the Knights take this opportunity, whether they get it now or early in the third, to try to cut into this lead and get some new life? We shall see.
Thomas to take the face-off for the Norwin power play, which is 1 for 1 on the night. To the point for Costantino. Cirilli on goal. It's knocked wide of goal, and off the side of the net it goes. Oh, and it's going your way, it's going your way, and it's going the Warriors' way as Funk covers and emotions run high.
And Vecchio and Thatcher have some words as Vecchio was chopping at the puck from behind the net, chopping at Funk. And definitely some words being exchanged here with 2.1 seconds left. And the Knights will pull the netminder, go with 6 for the final faceoff.
Now, still a lot of time left in this one, and if they get an early third period power play goal, it's still a hockey game as the buzzer sounds to wrap up period 2, and we pause to cut the ice at the Clearview Arena inside the RMU Island Sports Center here in Neville Township. Listen to these Penn Trafford faithful. We don't need to tell you which team is ahead after 2 periods of play. The Warriors looking to continue their Cinderella run, on the verge of it, leading the Norwin Knights 5-2 in the Class 2A Penguins Cup semifinals. With Adam Hoerner, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching it all on PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel, simulcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, all part of TenbandTV, and presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented heads-up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
2 jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino, extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Watch WPIA.
Through center is Costantino. Costantino on goal. The rebound is at the side of the net, and Funk gets over to make the save. The Warriors unable to clear the rebound on the rebound. Cade Zaravica, the elder brother, trying to clear it. He can't, and a good save up high by Burmeister, hugging that just above that Norwin Knights logo. Fayette Thomas taken down as play continues.
Could have been a hook. We'll have to watch the even-up call.
Cal Costantino down low. Thomas, side of the net. Oh! But the pass was not crisp.
Yeah, they had Funk beat, but they couldn't get the finish.
Counterattack by Penn Trafford. Drodos to the goal. Save made, and it caught a piece of the crossbar.
The shift and no call. Knights are looking for one.
Krupczynski over the line by himself on goal, and a save made there by Burmeister, cutting down the angle. For Penn Trafford forechecker. Costantino taking charge for Norwin. Up over the red line. Into the attacking zone. Costantino to the goal. He shoots. Toe save. Tyler Funk. In the issue. Draw pass. Shot by Thatcher is denied by Burmeister. Both goaltenders, to Adams' point, looking dialed in early on. Burmeister again with the glove. Steele. Shot. Score! Cade Zaravica nuzzles that nylon for the Knights at the exact midpoint of period. Power play over one thus far as Bonson fires into the stomach of Burmeister.
That was a harder save than maybe it looked. He was going down, puck was coming up.
Norwin leading 1-0. Krupczynski, far boards, left circle, on goal. Burmeister is there again. Redirected on goal. Thomas, double team, but fires it on goal anyway.
Funk had no stick and he makes the save.
Oh, that would have brought one half of the house down anyway if Thomas had scored on it. For Ferguson, 10 seconds to go. Ferguson on goal. Oh, Burmeister has no idea where the puck is. It's behind him. It's not covered. The Warriors try to play it out in front for Thatcher. Trafford, and the Warriors have numbers. Coming the other way, Kyler Duran. Cross ice for Hall. Hall! He shoots! He scores! Cross applesauce! For Dom Costantino, giveaway nearly to Drodos. That puck finds Thomas. Thomas through a crowd. Good save, Funk. The rebound is snapped wide of goal by Cirilli. That shot is blocked. Both players reaching for it with a glove on the doorstep. It's smashed in. Oh, the sling. And the Knights recover. And here's Cirilli at center ice. Cirilli across the attacking line. One-on-one with Patterson. Fakes, pumps, shoots weakly off the stick of Tyler Funk. Trafford. Kisty, the all-star defenseman, from the goal line out in front, and unable to settle down the pass was Ferguson. That shot denied by Burmeister. Might have caught a piece of the post as well. Control the special teams battle. Great move by Krupczynski. Krupczynski shoots. Burmeister the save. Ferrati the clear.
Literally on the blue line, kept it in the zone. Great work.
And this puck will be Murphy dumped off the Penn Trafford bench and shot from distance. That 50-footer is held by Burmeister off the tape of Ferguson. Puck on Burmeister. He makes that save. 27 and counting unofficially for Burmeister, but the Warriors equalize! Thank you, sir, may I have another? Shooting. Deflected wide, save at the side of that, no, it's in! Oh my, Aiden Drodos just passed a camel through the eye of a needle! Norwin skates, side of the net, Burmeister unable to cover, it's loose on the goal line, it didn't cross, and now the Warriors have scored! Patterson! Semis as Burmeister makes a save on his doorstep, and it's tapped in again! Duran! And the Penn Trafford Warriors! Stoner from right point for Thomas. Thomas trying to stick handle in a phone booth. Down low it comes. Backhand try. Vecchio just wide. One on the night. To the point for Costantino. Cirilli on goal. It's knocked wide of goal, and off the side of the net it goes. Oh, and it's going your way. It's going your way.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Into something really cool, like a dream vacation or a new addition, or both. Let's make it easy by putting a great rate on a home equity line of credit. Let's get started, online or at your local First National Bank branch.
Was awesome.
Second period shots on goal. Penn Trafford 18, Norwin 7. A 5-goal eruption by the 8th-seeded Warriors, who lead the 4th-seeded Knights 5-2 in the Class AA Penguins Cup semifinals. Game 1 of 2. Thomas Jefferson, the 2-seed, and Franklin Regional, the 6th-seed, who had an eyebrow raiser of their own last week, coming up in a little bit. The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the 23-24 season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel. Scan the QR code on your screen throughout tonight's broadcast for the latest, greatest deals on everything that the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski for their continued support of TenbandTV. And Adam, I'm noticing a pattern in this one, and relative to the last playoff game as well for Penn Trafford. This is another game where the Warriors just look to be in control, and they're doing it without their best player, their captain, Kropczynski, having to have his coattails ridden. Norwin has said, we'll take your top gun away and make the rest of your lineup beat you. Penn Trafford, essentially, it seems, has said, okay, fine. Whereas Norwin has struggled relative to Penn Trafford without Thomas, their bell cow, being able to do much offensively.
If I told you Kropczynski was going to have no points and the Warriors would have 5 goals in the 2 periods, would you believe me? And you said it. He hasn't shown up on the score sheet, but he's certainly showing up in other ways. He's been in on that forecheck. He's been part of play, just not showing up on the score sheet yet. But if there's a word for this with the Warriors in this game, it's been relentless. They have stuck to the game plan. Tight defense in the slot, trying to keep Norwin on the perimeter. And for their part, forecheck, forecheck, forecheck. Keep the puck in the zone. Doesn't have to be pretty. Keep it in and then figure out what you're going to do with it. And that's what they've done all game. it took a while to break the dam. And just as we said, Norwin really looks like they looked almost comfortable dealing with that forecheck. No sooner were the words out of my mouth than the Warriors broke the dam, and here we are 5-2. 1:51 of power play time for Norwin. You don't want to hang the whole game on one power play, but Matt, the Warriors kill this off. It's huge. The Knights get one. It's a whole new hockey game.
And Mike Robinson and his staff were having words with this USA Hockey crew as they were stepping off the ice for the ice cut. So we'll see if any more calls go in the Knights' favor as this puck is sent nearly the length, settled down by Burmeister for Dom Costantino. Penn Trafford next to last in the PK during regular season play, 63.5%. Norwin, this is where they shined. They were 33.8%, as we noted earlier, on the man advantage. 1:20 to go in their second power play of the game. They are 1 for 1 so far. Cirilli from the half wall surveys the play. Cirilli fires on Tyler Funk, who has it all the way.
I like Cirilli's awareness there. He was moving slow, saw he had an opening to the cage, and just a couple of quick steps and ripped one, tried to catch Funk off guard, but the freshman, not looking like a freshman, with a good save.
Thomas to take the face-off against Blank to Funk's right. And Thomas is going to be waved out, and he's not sure why. Costantino barking out some directions as he prepares for the puck drop, and Norwin wins the face-off anyway. Comes to Thomas at the left point. Thomas, center point for Cirilli, deferring to Costantino. Costantino through a crowd, that went wide. Thomas has it midway through the Norwin power play, but the Knights have to tag up now as Thomas stumbled outside the zone.
Yeah, he tried to skirt the line and unable to do so, lost it on the backhand.
Thomas across the blue line one more time now for Norwin on the 5-on-4 advantage for Costantino. Costantino in front, bouncing puck, played by Verratti. Couldn't ram it home.
Penn Trafford almost helped him put that one in.
To Cirilli it comes. 35 to go in the power play. Cirilli to Vecchio. Vecchio off a skate. Slap shot Thomas, that's blocked. Thatcher may have gotten a piece of that for Penn Trafford. 25 to go in the power play. Warriors steal it. Bonson clears it.
Big clear, big clear.
Cerruti and his staff changing PKers. Last rush for Norwin on the 5-on-4 situation. Costantino over the attacking line. Dom Costantino, bottom of the left wing circle. Hip checked off the puck by Rektoric, and the Warriors play it off their own rafters, and so the faceoff will come in Penn Trafford ice, but with only 3 seconds of penalty time remaining on Cam Kisti.
Yeah, only 3 ticks. But Norwin playing like they know how important this man advantage is, and even if they don't score on it, the hope for Norwin right now is that they can establish some zone time, some forecheck, some cycle, get some pucks to the net and try and get one here.
Thomas tied up at the dot. Patterson controls a faceoff. Kisti out of the box. A big penalty kill there for Penn Trafford to snuff out any aura of hope the Knights may have had, at least early in this third period, as Burmeister knocks it out of play.
Kisti right out of the box with a shot. And now the Warriors, right off the kill, into their comfort zone, O-zone face-off. Now let's see, will they try to ride the momentum of a good kill to another goal?
Drew Hall with a pair at even strength, set up by Kyler Duran. Aiden Rodos on the power play. Gavin Patterson at even strength, and Duran with a goal of his own. 4 goals in just under 4 minutes. Just under 3 minutes, actually, in that second period, late second period, by the Penn Trafford Warriors. And the Warriors are in command here in Penguins Cup semifinal action, looking for their first Penguins Cup final berth since the establishment of this varsity club in 1993. Singleton from his own blue line. Near side for Thomas. Thomas over the blue line. Thomas toe drag. Good poke check there by Bonson. Thomas, the NAHL product, signing an amateur contract with a Colorado Grit earlier this season, and he'll play for them full-time after he exhausts his high school eligibility, as Funk makes that save.
Just under 3 minutes gone by in the third. The Warriors riding high on a 3-goal lead right now.
Thomas Jefferson. Again,
And how sweet it would be to get that historic win. Not only coming off a historic win, but get that first final berth against a team in which you are such fierce rivals across sports. This is a lot of stars are aligning in Penn Trafford's favor, it just seems at the moment, but we've still got a lot of time left. 13:50, third period, and here comes Norwin after a hard hit along the boards on one of the Knights, and that's going to result in a Penn Trafford penalty as Rektoric touches at the other end.
Took a while for me to see an arm go up. I'm with the Norwin faithful on that one. That was a textbook boarding, and I believe that will be the call here.
Marco Ferraccio is the guilty party.
I think the refs are talking of whether they're saying boarding.
2 and a 10.
2 and a 10. Yeah, I was going to say there might be more than 2 here. I was wondering.
I tried to do my best lip reading from dead center media row, and hopefully I was successful. I think I was. I believe 2 and 10 is what was told the scores table, and public address announcer Austin McLean. And sure enough, coming off the Penn Trafford bench is Roman Catello to serve the 2-minute portion of the extended penalty. Third power play chance in all for the Knights, who are 1 for 2. Cross ice to Cirilli. Cirilli trying to tee it up for Vecchio. Vecchio. And that pass was broken up by the active stick of Blank. Costantino. Dom Costantino through a crowd. Tyler Funk having none of it.
Oh, that's a blow to the Warriors. Ferraccio has brought a lot of energy tonight. He's got 10 minutes to throw that energy up for the stretch run in this hockey game. And the Knights would love to get their second power play goal here with still 13:23 to go in regulation.
Another player who is ironically not on the score sheet tonight for Penn Trafford, taking into account how well he played against Norwin during the regular season. Cirilli to the corner for Verratti. Vecchio off a toe. Thomas trying to settle down the rebound. It's bouncing. It's loose. Norwin unable to ram it home. Tyler Funk somehow, some way.
And that was a crazy bouncy puck in the crease. He had a hard time. Sticks in the way, trying to glove it. Finally able to do so. A little help from his friends as his defender able to get in there and help him out. Number 68, Chase Bonson, able to help clear the area.
Thomas wins the faceoff cleanly for Vecchio. Cirilli for Vecchio on goal. Backhand try. No, they couldn't get the shot off cleanly. Verratti was knocked down, and he wants to know why there wasn't a call just as he was about to release that puck. Now there will be a penalty. Against whom, however? Let's see.
I'm thinking they're taking the retaliation on Norwin, but we'll see.
Thomas, the captain, wants an explanation from the linesman.
He's not wrong. I mean, we watched it happen, Matt. He's not wrong. But when you're on the power play in front of the net, you got to take a few shots, keep your cool. Don't do this, especially down 3 goals. And the Knights will pay for the retaliation. I don't disagree with Thomas, but you can't do that.
Let me throw this out there. Let's see what Thomas and the Knights can do with more open ice to work with on the 4-on-4. Thomas has been shadowed effectively all night, and that is to the Warriors' credit. Let's see if this gives him a little more room to maneuver. This could be a blessing in disguise for the All-Star. And he has the puck for Norwin across the attacking line. Off the glove, bouncing in on Funk, and Funk doesn't have it covered, but the Warriors gave it away. Good fake by Costantino for Thomas. Costantino, side of the net! Tick, tack, toe.
I thought Cirilli might have got a piece of that, but I think you're right. It's going to go to Constantino. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I swear I saw Cirilli with the last stick on it, but no. Constantino leads the Selly line. And a 4-on-4 goal, you said it, more open ice. The Knights find a way, and it's 5-3.
Get your popcorn ready. 12:38, third period. The Warriors not out of the woods yet. And Thomas will stay on to take the ensuing faceoff. 50 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Warriors of Penn Trafford get a truncated power play, and Thomas was hauled down. Penalty coming up.
And there's the even up right there.
Thatcher. Now it's his turn to show some righteous indignation.
Listen, sometimes the ref might miss that initial call and call the retaliation, but they know, okay, I missed something, keep my eyes open, and they did. You gotta watch. They always gotta watch, Matt. You gotta have awareness of the situation. And now this changes things completely. A 4-on-3 for Norwin will be ensuing. The refs talking things over at the scores table.
Verratti standing up, meanwhile, in the Norwin penalty box as he tries to listen in, perhaps, and Mike Robinson and his staff getting the explanation from one of the referees. Ditto Chris Cerruti on the Penn Trafford bench.
Knights talking over some strategy at the offensive blue line before the face-off. But Thomas stays out there with Vecchio, Cirilli at the point. I think Constantino's still on as well. The big guns are out for Norwin.
Well, Norwin had to make a less dramatic comeback last week in order to advance. Do they have another comeback in them? We shall see. A 2-goal game now with, again, a lot of time left in this third period and a big power play, a 4-on-3 advantage coming to Norwin.
A lot of chatter by Norwin. They're feeling it right now. The energy level is up. They're hoping to make a play here.
Thomas now has a 14-game PIHL point streak as he sets up the goal aforementioned by Dom Costantino. Costantino's second playoff goal in as many weeks. And a pregnant pause that continues as we're not quite ready to drop the puck yet, and now finally we are. Thomas against Drodos. Drodos wins the draw. Can the Warriors clear it? Not just yet. Thomas from the half wall. Thomas for Costantino. Costantino for Cirilli. For Costantino. Costantino shoots wide of Tyler Funk. Costantino gets his own rebound. 4-on-3 power play for the Knights. Costantino high slot. Shooting. Save made by Funk. Warriors unable to clear. Bonson trying to hustle to that puck. Can't get there in time. Kisti tying up the stick of Vecchio, and that allows Penn Trafford to skate it back to center. Drodos 1 against 2 shorthanded. Drodos driving the net. He's fearless playing that puck 1 against 3. Now Thomas coming the other way for Norwin. Thomas hits the brakes. Thomas from the high slot. Thomas makes a move to the corner now. Now it's a 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Cirilli out in front. Vecchio couldn't settle it down. To the point it comes for Dom Costantino. Costantino makes his move. Costantino taken off the puck by Kisti. 22 to go in the 4-on-4. Cirilli to the corner beyond the reach of Bonson for Vecchio. Vecchio around the boards for Costantino. 15 to go in the 4-on-4. Drop pass to Thomas. Thomas watching, shooting. That deflected wide. It might have hit Bonson. Protos is going to get there and get it just beyond his own blue line as he's supported well by Kisti. Near side for Kropczynski. Kropczynski wide of goal on this truncated power play. 20 remaining as there are 5 Knights and 4 Warriors still on the ice. Thomas over the attacking line. Near side for Cirilli. Cirilli, cross ice. Oh, that was behind Vecchio.
Oh.
Chance the other way for Patterson. Kropczynski slowing down. Patterson driving the net. He shoots into the protective netting.
That was a nearly disaster for Norwin. An ill-advised pass behind the target, like you said. And the Warriors went back the other way. But Knights got numbers back. Give him credit. Made it a 2-on-2, not a 2-on-1. And forced Kropczynski to shoot, unable to cash in. But that does just about kill off the power play. 2 seconds left in a D-zone face-off facing Norwin.
So after all that, it appears that Norwin will be 1 for 4 on the night on the power play, and Penn Trafford will be 1 for 5 on the night on the power play as the teams are officially now back to 5-a-side. Thatcher exits. Puck out of play deep in Norwin ice. Penn Trafford 5, Knights 3. The Warriors, the 8th seed of this Class AA Penguins Cup playoff, looking for their second consecutive upset, trying to earn their first ever Penguins Cup championship game appearance. First semifinal in exactly a decade for the Warriors, who previously qualified as a member of Class 2A, if memory serves. From down low, it's played off the pads of Burmeister right to his defenseman, Zane Zaravica. Zaravica beyond the red line as Penn Trafford gets it deep. Toth, misplaying the puck in his own corner, recovers for Verratti. Verratti for Chaycatch. Chaycatch looked to be limping a bit as he played that puck in front of his own bench and got it deep for the Knights. From behind his own net, Rektorek. Rektorek building up speed over the Norwin blue line. Rektorek shadowed by Thomas and Cal Costantino. Under 10 to go in regulation. Bouncing puck to the blue line. Good keep, Krupczynski. This puck still bouncing as it dribbles back to center. Hand pass called, and so we get another stoppage. In 2010, Adam Hoerner was there when the Big Macs of Cannon McMillan won their first AAA Penguins Cup as an 8 seed. He and I were there last week when Penn Trafford became the first 8 seed since to beat a 1 seed. Cannon Mac accomplished that same feat against defending champ Shaler in the 2010 tournament. In 1999, Bishop McCord as an 8 seed beat a 1 seed as the Knights nearly score under pressure. That was Cirilli driving the net. Funk was hip to the scene. Ferguson over the blue line, wide of goal. There were actually 2 8-versus-1 upsets in the 1999 playoffs right before the PIHL was formed. McDowell beating NA in double overtime, an 8-over-1 that year. Bishop McCord as an 8 seed actually went on to win the PA Cup in single A the year before the PIHL's formation. In 1985, Mount Lebanon won as an 8 seed. The Penguins Cup lost at States. History may very well be made here again for a second consecutive week, Adam. And we might be there again.
We might be there again. I don't know. We might.
Again, a lot of time still left in this game, and when you have number 85 in white and dark blue, you have a chance.
Well, the Knights really came with some energy during that 4-on-3 especially. They wanted a goal there. Give the Warriors credit. They held it off. They maintained the 2-goal edge as we near the midway mark of period 3.
21 saves and counting for freshman Tyler Funk. 34 for his counterpart Owen Burmeister, who is not unaccustomed to being a busy man. Over 600 saves made during the regular season and over 1,000 regular season minutes logged as the Warriors iced the puck. But Penn Trafford just overwhelming with that forecheck of theirs, and their faith was rewarded. And that second period continues to loom large as Norwin tries to ride the comeback train. Mike Robinson wants to know why he's not able to change personnel before this face-off as Verratti and Toth head back to their own bench.
I'm not sure why either, but nonetheless.
Vecchio
shuffling the deck chairs before the face-off.
Well, whatever they did, it worked because they won the face-off and they get this puck to the circle, but immediately Penn Trafford sends it to center. Dom Costantino around the boards. Funk settles it down. Kisti defensively as we approach the midpoint of the third period with Kisti and Penn Trafford ahead by a pair. Kisti over the attacking line. Kisti wraparound try. Good save by Burmeister getting over to that near post. Turnaround try by Kisti. Went off the defender, and it's cleared immediately by Singleton. Zach Singleton, a traditional stay-at-home defenseman, if you will, actually scored a goal, which is rare for him in last week's rally against the Foxes. Burmeister trying to keep the play moving. Oh, a dangerous moment there inside his own crease, but no harm done.
Thomas has it.
He does in his own corner with under 8 to go in regulation time. To center for Chaycatch. Colin Chaycatch over the attacking line. Chaycatch 1 against 2. Cade Zaravica trying to play it off the bounce. Warriors get it back to center ice. Toth slips it to Thomas. Thomas just onside. Thomas skating wide, shooting on Tyler Funk, who makes another save.
Tricky hard wrist shot from Thomas. Not much arm movement, but good snap on the blade. Good save by Funk. 7:36 left in regulation.
That's how much time the Knights have to keep their season going. It has been exactly 40 years since Norwin, as a member of Class 2A, qualified for a Penguins Cup final. Drew Hall offside.
I was gonna say that was a heck of a bank pass, but that seemed a little too much room for him there.
The Knights winning their first ever Penn's Cup title as a 1A participant 2 calendar years ago.
Drew Hall, a 3-point night, 2 of them goals, looking for the HT here. Keep your eyes on him.
Hall and Duran have been the dynamic duo, as Duran also has 3 for Penn Trafford. A goal and 2 helpers.
We talked about how impressive Duran in particular looked last week for Penn Trafford.
Long rebound. It didn't come to Thomas, however. Penn Trafford, a bit of puck luck perhaps there, but Thomas has it again for the Knights. Bouncing puck cleared by Krupczynski, who was trying to spring Duran.
Yeah, he saw him. He just couldn't get it to him.
Final 7 of third period play. That outlet pass too heavy for Chaycatch, and the Warriors will make a change behind the action. Thomas with a pick at the blue line, but can't hang on to the puck. Dom Costantino under pressure from Patterson. Costantino colliding with Hall at center. Trying to outlet for Thomas, picked off by Hall and flipped in on Burmeister. Played aside to Cal Costantino. Cirilli deflects it to center. Duran gets it deep. From behind his own net, Parker Toth. For Cirilli, the alternate captain, trying to pass through 2 Warriors and does so to Costantino. Costantino trying to toe drag around the man skating deep there for Penn Trafford. That was Bonson on the back check. Penn Trafford clears the zone. Pass up ahead now comes to Homan. Haven't seen a lot of Homan since that first period as Krupczynski counterattacks and fires into the protective netting.
Yeah, he missed everything on that one. But for the Warriors at this point, it doesn't matter where the puck is in terms of near the cage. Just keep it in the Norwin zone right now. Up 2. Keep the pressure on. Don't give them anywhere to go. And again, it's been a very solid, hard-working effort tonight by the Warriors.
Cal Costantino for Preston Stoner. Cirilli for Homan. Good puck movement there on their own zone by the Knights, who get this puck deep into Penn Trafford territory. Bonson to the corner, defensively for Penn Trafford. Up to center it comes to Thatcher. Thatcher speeding over the blue line. Thatcher with space. Good poke check there at the last moment. And that was by Dom Costantino, and a giveaway to one of the Knights. And a lead pass to Cirilli has Thomas up ahead. Thomas unable to split the defense. Homan has to wait for everyone to tag up now and crosses the Penn Trafford line. Around the net it comes. Thomas anticipating for Norwin. Cirilli chasing to the opposite corner. Has this puck for the Knights. Trailing 5-3. Blank from his own corner. Down low it comes to Homan. Homan off the boards. Kansas gave it away to Bonson, and one of the Warriors got thumped in his own zone as it comes up to Robert Thatcher. Thatcher, the PIHL All-Star, playing this puck deep in Norwin ice. Penn Trafford changing on the fly late in the third period, leading by 2. Thomas through the center circle. Thomas off the glove of Tyler Funk. Patterson steers the rebound to the boards, gets it back to center. Chance now for Ben Zierski. Zierski, a little drag maneuver in the left circle, but lost the puck. It comes now to Drodos. Drodos from the side of the net. Oh, he scored from that angle on the power play in period 2. Now Drodos out in front. One-timer goes wide by Patterson. At the side of the net, Bieneman trying to jam it.
Oh, and tackled behind the net.
Cade Zaravica can't believe it.
And are we going to call another penalty? Or I think we are. The refs are signaling something. Just a big scrum behind the net.
Singleton will go for Norwin.
I mean, he absolutely sacked him behind the net.
Not a penalty you want to take when your team is down by 2 goals.
Nope, not at all. Oh, we're getting coincidentals here, though, Matt. PT's going to send a guy in as well.
And for Penn Trafford, it's Bieneman, the freshman.
So no power play for the Warriors, 4-on-4, which, or will it be? The Knights have like 6 guys out there trying to sort out the personnel, I guess. Or without saying, well, we stay 5 aside. That's possible as well.
Or was an extra penalty assessed to one of the men in the box? That remains to be seen. The magic numbers up on the third period clock, 4-1-2. The numbers that matter right now, Norwin 5, Penn Trafford 3. Or correction, Penn Trafford 5, Norwin 3. As I uncross my own eyes.
So, 2 nights in there right now. Let's hear.
To number 81, Zach Singleton, a 4-minute double minor for roughing.
Singleton a double minor.
Assessed number 57, Brock Benjamin, a 2-minute minor for slashing.
And Benjamin gets a slashing minor. So this is a Penn Trafford power play. Our inclination was correct.
4 minutes for roughing. Benjamin for Penn Trafford.
A 6th power play chance for the Warriors. Snapshot on Burmeister, he makes a save. And again, all this really means is less time for Norwin to come back.
Right.
Being down multiple goals. Warriors just really have to be smart and protect the puck here. Kisty from in front of the Norwin bench just sends it around the boards. Penn Trafford 5, Norwin 3. Warriors trying to eat up the clock and punch their ticket to the Penguins Cup final for the first time in program history. Twice a semifinalist in different classifications in the early 2010s, coming up short, despite being a 1 seed in one of those 2 aforementioned playoff runs. But they have never been all the way to the championship tilt. Blocker save by Burmeister on Hall. Still looking for that Hattie. Krupczynski with 50 to go on the Warrior power play to the corner. It's snapped off the boards by Toth. And still not out, or is it? No, it is. Delayed offside against Penn Trafford. Krupczynski gloves it down at his own blue line and takes charge himself. Krupczynski trying to drag it around Toth. Toth, good patience. 30 to go on the power play. Here's Thomas shorthanded. Thomas surrounded by green jerseys as he crosses the blue line, lost the puck. Cirilli for Toth. Patterson disrupting Toth's rhythm as Patterson gets the puck deep for Penn Trafford. Oh, dangerous play there as Hall was crashing the party. Snapshot by Drodos. Nearly had a second power play goal in this game for Penn Trafford.
I'm not sure if Burmeister was ready for that, but he missed the target.
Well, the power play will go by the wayside, but again, not necessarily important to the Warriors with time ticking away in this third period, leading by 2. Thatcher from his own, from center red, dumping it in.
Thomas still on the ice, by the way. I feel like it's like a 6-minute shift for Thomas. I haven't seen him leave the ice, I swear.
Well, when all else fails, put the game at the mercy of your best player. That's what Mike Robinson's trying to do. Chris Cerruti standing on that Penn Trafford bench. He got his signature win last week. Now he looks for, on paper, an even bigger signature win. A minute and a half to go in regulation. Burmeister looking toward his bench. Can't come off. Here's Blank. Blank, right wing circle. Blank out in front. The intended target had his stick lifted. That was Drodos. Now Thomas has it. Cross ice for Cirilli. Burmeister hurrying to the Norwin bench. Cirilli slips, lost an edge. Blank has it. Back to center. Verratti from the red line. Near side for Thomas. Thomas from behind. Centering pass. Cirilli. Cirilli to the corner. Final minute of regulation. It comes to Thomas. Thomas. Desperation time for the Knights now. Thomas in the corner for Costantino. Penn Trafford leading 5-3. Toth from the half wall. Knights need to get a shot here. Toth won't get one cleanly on net. Thomas behind the goal, out in front, couldn't get it up to Toth. Blank for the open net. Bullseye! The stagecoach has not turned into a pumpkin just yet. 40.8 ticks to talk. Penn Trafford 6, Norwin 3. Jack Blank, a 5-goal man in the regular season with the ENG.
As he punched the ticket, still 40 seconds to go, but it feels like he has. And look, there, I was about to say, there's a timeout from Norwin. Thomas has been on the ice for like half the period. You got to at least give that man a breather. Please call the timeout. And indeed they do. But the Warriors, Matt, knocking on the door of destiny.
Penn Trafford, as a team, they've earned it. They've earned their keep here tonight. They were relentless. And their defensive plan executed and mapped out by Chris Cerruti, executed by his team, it's worked to a T. They took away Thomas basically for the whole game, and they dared the rest of that Norwin roster to beat them, and it's Penn Trafford, the 8th seed, that is once again having the last laugh at the expense of a favored team in these Penguins Cup playoffs.
And there's that goalie huddle again that I love. I love watching that goalie huddle. The two seniors for Penn Trafford, Cam Farrow and Sammy Sloan, right there with their guy Tyler Funk, supporting him. You don't see that every day. The goalies mingling that much during the game on the ice, and I love watching that the last couple of weeks. You love the unity. The seniors, no problem deferring to the more talented freshman here. And he has got his team 40 seconds away from the final next Monday night at the UPMC Lemieux Complex.
Monday, March 18th, 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Penn Trafford Warriors versus either Thomas Jefferson Jaguars or Franklin Regional Panthers, another Westmoreland County club. We will find out soon enough. Thomas into the protective netting behind Funk. And it was the all-star Cam Farrow who faced the Knights in both regular season meetings. Funk was not really a factor for the Warriors until he came in mid-season to this varsity club and came on strong. And his story, however it ends this spring for Penn Trafford, is going to be the stuff of legend. Face-off won by Penn Trafford, 15 to go. Warriors fans, they've come all the way from Harrison City, and they are on their feet as Thomas and Coley are barking at each other, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage here, or are we? No, they're just going to let it tick off. Hey, Cinderella, go ahead. You can dance a little bit longer. The Warriors, for the first time in their history, are headed to the Penguins Cup final. The number 8 seed, Penn Trafford, has knocked off the 4th seeded Norwin Knights in Penguins Cup semifinal action. Your final score, Penn Trafford 6, Norwin 3.
Well, tip your cap to Mr. Funk. He made unofficially here, it looks like 24 saves on the night. How about, though, 35 saves? Actually, no, 35 saves for Burmeister. He was stout. He saw a lot of rubber, but Penn Trafford just too much when it counted. That surge in the second period, they broke the dam with that forecheck and just kept coming. They took advantage of the opportunity and had the Knights off balance long enough to take the lead, extend the lead, and keep it through the end of the hockey game.
Alex Thomas being consoled by the Norwin coaching staff as his varsity career comes to an end, and an extraordinary career it was. He was a part of the first ever Penguins Cup championship team in Norwin history, and 6 Penn Trafford seniors celebrated earlier this year. They're going to have a chance to be a part of history too, as the Warriors are going to play for a Penguins Cup championship for the first time ever in this great Westmoreland County rivalry in high school sports. Another chapter of it is in the books, an on-ice chapter this time as they meet in a hockey game of cosmic significance. And this one belongs to Penn Trafford as the handshake line has commenced. Penn Trafford entering the Penguins Cup final with an overall record of 9 wins, 9 losses, and 4 total losses after regulation, 2 in overtime, 2 in the shootout. Norwin season ends with an overall record of 12 wins, 8 pure losses, if you will, 1 OT loss, and 1 loss coming via the shootout to the Penn Trafford Warriors. Final score, Penn Trafford 6, Norwin 3. TJ and Franklin Regional is next. For Adam Hoerner, I'm Matt Popchock, and you've been watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV and the Trib High School Sports Network, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. Through center is Costantino on goal. The rebound is at the side of the net, and Funk gets over to make the save. The Warriors unable to clear the rebound. On the rebound, Cade Zaravica, the elder brother, trying to clear it. He can't, and a good save up high by Burmeister, hugging that just above that Norwin Knights logo. Fayette, Thomas taken down as play continues.
Could have been a hook. We'll have to watch the even-up call.
Cal Costantino down low. Thomas, side of the net. Oh! But the pass was not crisp.
Yeah, they had Funk beat, but they couldn't get the finish.
Counterattack by Penn Trafford. Drodos to the goal. Save made, and it caught a piece of the crossbar.
They shift and no call. Knights are looking for one.
Krupczynski over the line by himself on goal, and a save made there by Burmeister, cutting down the angle. For Penn Trafford forechecker. Costantino taking charge for Norwin, up over the red line, into the attacking zone. Costantino to the goal, he shoots, toe save! Tyler Funk. In the issue, draw pass, shot by Thatcher is denied by Burmeister. Both goaltenders, to Adams' point, looking dialed in early on. Burmeister again with the glove. Steal, shot, score! Cade Zaravica nuzzles that nylon for the Knights at the exact midpoint of period. Power play over one thus far as Bonson fires into the stomach of Burmeister.
That was a harder save than maybe it looked. He was going down, puck was coming up.
Norwin leading 1-0. Krupczynski, far boards, left circle, on goal. Burmeister is there again. Redirected on goal. Thomas, double team, but fires it on goal anyway.
Funk had no stick and he makes the save.
Oh, that would have brought one half of the house down anyway if Thomas had scored on it. For Ferguson, 10 seconds to go. Ferguson on goal. Oh, Burmeister has no idea where the puck is. It's behind him. It's not covered. The Warriors try to play it out in front for Thatcher. Trafford, and the Warriors have numbers. Coming the other way, Kyler Duran, cross ice for Hall. Oh, he shoots. He scores. Cross applesauce. For Dom Costantino, giveaway nearly to Drodos. That puck finds Thomas. Thomas through a crowd. Good save, Funk. The rebound is snapped wide of goal by Cirilli. That shot is blocked. Both players reaching for it with a glove on the doorstep. It's smashed in. Oh, the sling. And the Knights recover. And here's Cirilli at center ice. Cirilli across the attacking line. One-on-one with Patterson. Fakes, pumps, shoots weakly off the stick of Tyler Funk. Trafford. Kisty, the all-star defenseman, from the goal line out in front, and unable to settle down the pass was Ferguson. That shot denied by Burmeister. Might have caught a piece of the post as well. Control the special teams battle. Great move by Krupczynski. Krupczynski shoots. Burmeister the save. Verratti the clear.
Literally on the blue line, kept it in the zone. Great work.
And this puck will be Murphy dumped off the Penn Trafford bench and shot from distance. That 50-footer is held by Burmeister off the tape of Ferguson. Puck on Burmeister. He makes that save. 27 and counting unofficially for Burmeister, but the Warriors equalize. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Shooting. Deflected wide. Save at the side of that. No, it's in! Oh my, Aiden Drodos just passed a camel through the eye of a needle. Norwin skates side of the net. Burmeister unable to cover. It's loose on the goal line. It didn't cross. And now the Warriors have scored! Patterson! Semis as Burmeister makes a save on his doorstep, and it's tapped in again! Duran! And the Penn Trafford Warriors! Stoner from right point for Thomas. Thomas trying to stick handle in a phone booth. Down low it comes. Backhand try. Vecchio just wide. One on the night. To the point for Costantino. Cirilli on goal. It's knocked wide of goal, and off the side of the net it goes. Oh, and it's going your way. It's far. Cirilli from the half wall surveys the play. Cirilli fires on Tyler Funk, who has it all the way.
I like Cirilli's awareness there.
Product signing an amateur contract with a Colorado Grit earlier this season, and he'll play for them full-time after he exhausts his high school eligibility. Corner for Verratti. Vecchio off a toe. Thomas trying to settle down the rebound. It's bouncing. It's loose. Norwin unable to ram it home. Tyler Funk somehow, some way. Face off cleanly for Vecchio. Cirilli for Vecchio on goal. Backhand try. No, they couldn't get the shot off cleanly. Verratti was knocked down, and he wants to know why there wasn't a call. Oh, the Warriors gave it away. Good fake by Costantino for Thomas. Costantino, side of the net. Tick, tack, toe. 50 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Warriors of Penn Trafford get a truncated power play, and Thomas was hauled down. Penalty coming up. And tournament. In 1999, Bishop McCord as an 8 seed be to 1 seed as the Knights nearly score under pressure. That was Cirilli driving the net. Nice. Toth slips it to Thomas. Thomas just onside. Thomas skating wide, shooting on Tyler Funk, who makes another save. The power play in period 2. Now Drodos out in front. One-timer goes wide by Patterson. At the side of the net, Bieneman trying to jam it.
Tackled behind the
net. Bullseye!